Hey drummers, Garey Williams is back with another reaction and analysis video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out Phil Ehart of Kansas. I grew up listening to quite a lot of Kansas and enjoyed playing along with a lot of their music. And here's a solo and a tune. Let's check it out. Cool choke crashes. Nice use of cymbals there. Wow, fast singles, double bass moving, some rolls in there. Yo! Yeah! Okay, sounds like band's coming in. All right, I love that. Very cool. All those choke crashes with a couple of the ringy ones and then back to the choke. Really cool combination of cymbal blend. I love that little double bass groove. It sounded triplety, but really what it was a 4-3 polynomial. One, over. So get your feet. Anyway, it's hard to do without my pedals, but that's a cool little rhythmic device he had going in there. And then he opened it up to just a blur of fast double bass and hands moving. Lots of single strokes at first, but then looked like there were some 6-stroke rolls or some paradiddle-diddles. Very hard to tell, moving very quickly. But now it sounds like he's setting up a groove for the band. Let's check this out. So this is 12/8 beat. If you ever heard the expression, a 12/8, sometimes people call it the blues beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Garey Williams, great violinist. Some early Kansas here. Hired gun for the flute part, kind of influenced by Jethro Tull, Ian Anderson. Yeah, guitar solo. Love their instrumental sections. It's like the ensemble, kind of orchestral in nature, where everybody's playing similar lines. Really lush harmonic movement here. Great chordal changes. Real musicians. Yes. Steve Walsh. Fantastic singer. Shuffle. Fast shuffle. Yes. 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 Oh, it cut out on the last chord. Oh, shoot. That would have been very, very, very cool to keep watching that. The climactic chord at the end, but really nice stuff. I've always enjoyed Phil Ehart's playing, and I got to see Kansas on the Point of No Return tour. They had the two albums that I'm the most familiar with are Left Overture, which has Carry On Wayward Son, and then the Point of No Return, which had the famous Dust in the Wind. But it was really cool to see them. In fact, I remember one of the concerts watching the solo portion when Phil Ehart had his solo, arena rock style concert. The stage rotated and he had a second drum set. And he played Slingerland drums, I think for most all of his career. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I remember at this point in time, Slingerland was experimenting with oversized drum heads. So if you've ever seen timpani, where the drum heads go over the rim of the bowl, basically by about 1.5 to 2 inches, depending upon the size of the cylinder. And so the idea is more overtones, more resonation. So Slingerland went through a period of time where they were doing that kind of an effect with their tom shells. And his regular kit didn't have that. But I just remember when he spun around, the drum set was like, whoa, what is this? And I had never seen that before. And I don't think I'd ever seen it since, to be honest. I think it was a short-lived thing. Maybe it was a custom thing for him. But I don't really recall the solo. I don't think Phil is into the drum solos as much as some other great drummers. Very fantastic ensemble player. I let the song play out, even though most of it was in kind of a 12/8 feel with some nice 9/8 majors, meaning 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3. Cut a little transitions in there around the chorus. And anyways, the idea that the band shifts gears so much, there's so much orchestration, it's very classical in its ensemble stuff, especially with the sound of the violin in there. Of course, it's reminiscent of that stringed instrument sound. But those runs that they do, and the start and stops, and the ensemble is always so tight. If you really want a challenging tune to play along with, I mean, most people know about Carry On Wayward Son, which is a great tune to play with, of course. But the one that I really enjoyed jamming along with off the Point of No Return album was The Spider. And that tune went through all kinds of different time signatures. I guess I read an article on it sometime later in Modern Drummer, and they explained all the meters, and it made it sound much more complicated when they analyzed the time signatures, because I just learned it by listening to it and just kind of being able to sort of hum it in my head. So eventually I memorized the song and all the drum parts, which is, I think, kind of the natural organic method of learning tunes, especially when there's so many different sections, various odd meters, kind of like Rush tunes. And I really feel that Rush was influenced and backed by Kansas, because they were really a popular band doing all kinds of great ensemble stuff. Lots of instrumental sections, good old-fashioned guitar solos, things like that were going on in those days a lot more often than I hear in some of contemporary music today. Anyways, cool solo, I thought. Some cool playing. Missed the final chord, but there's a little representation of Phil Ehart. I hope you enjoyed some of my analysis of his playing, though being brief because of the solo not being very long. So if you did, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so you can stay up to date on any other videos I come out with. And then I will see you on the next reaction and analysis video. Until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.